Hello, thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Emma. I'm the general manager of Montessori and Fear Free Grooming at Patrick's Pet Care. I'm here to welcome you and take you on an adventure through Patrick's Pet Care first ever Dog Montessori School Talent Show. Thank you for joining us and participating. This is an event we are very proud of that our dogs and teachers have been working on for some time, and it brings to the forefront a core part of our Montessori program, which is learning. While our staff and teachers get to witness the learning breakthroughs and individual achievements of our Montessori school dogs day in and day out, this is the first time we've come together as a company to celebrate this more officially. The inspiration for this show was a personal experience I had at a dog training boot camp on a farm in Maryland a year and a half ago, when, after a brutal week of working intensely with our separate dogs, the program participants all came together to show off and celebrate, as well as support each other in a community skills sharing session. I realized as I helped build the Montessori program how important it is to more officially recognize the hard work that our teachers and dogs do in the program, and hence the inspiration for this event. I want to thank our teachers, our dogs, our parents, and friends and family for participating and supporting this event tonight. So, without further ado, here we go with our first dog talent show. Our first dog is one of those dogs whose sheer cleverness is a talent in and of itself, Goose. Goose is an extremely smart dog who just loves to learn and use her mind. She thrives in our learning environment and is a very wiggly sweetheart. She catches on to lessons very, very quickly and especially loves cognition work. Due to her size, she attends school at Brookland in both the small dog and the large dog classroom. She's right in between those sizes, and she's been with us for quite some time. We are very proud of her great work with Melissa and all her teachers, which you will now enjoy.
Um, Eight? Okay, come. Sit. Okay, come. Good job.
As you can see, Goose is very smart. She's a super fun dog to work with, and she really enjoyed preparing for this show. Our next dog is Fuller. Fuller wins the Most Motivated Pup Award for his wonderful enthusiasm and also his seriousness. He has a very serious laser focus when it's time to pay attention. He is hugely reinforced not just by food but by people. He loves neck scratches, especially. His enthusiasm is a great inspiration to his classmates, and he's not only good with problem solving, he loves agility. You will see his impressive work with his teacher, Jared, here.
Wait. Fuller. Wait. Fuller, come here, buddy. Good job. Good job.
It was a lot of fun to watch Jared, his Fuller's teacher, prepare for this skill. They worked really hard on it, began with baby steps, got to the point where Jared could leave the room completely, as you saw. And especially for Fuller, who is very people motivated, it was really hard for him in the beginning to not follow his teacher. So, way to go, Fuller. That's a very impressive skill. Next up, we have Piper. Piper has been with us in multiple programs and is known for being very, very patient, very calm, and very clever. She adapts very easily, has a sweet, mellow focus to everything she does, but don't underestimate her because she's very, very smart. She loves lessons. She's extremely attentive for all of the group learning opportunities at school and is particularly good at problem solving and cognition tasks.
Sit. Tug. Yes. Good girl, Piper. Good job. Piper. Donut. Yes. Good girl, Piper. 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 Donut. Yes. Good girl. Piper. Tug. Yes. There you go. Good job, Piper.
We had a lot of fun working with Piper on this one too. And as you can see, she was very successful with her teacher. Next up, we have the dogs you just saw, Piper and Fuller, working together with one of our classic Montessori school skills, roll call. Roll call is a super fun activity. We do it at least once a month at school. It involves asking all the dogs as a group. So for this group, we have a group of 2 to go to a certain place and not leave that place until their teacher calls their name. So without further ado, Piper and Fuller.
Wait. Fuller, come. Good boy. Piper, come. Yes, good girl. Good job, both of you. Well done. Sit. Yes. Okay. Wait. Fuller, come. Piper, come. Yes, good job, both of you. Well done. Excellent.
Our large dogs are so confident with this activity and are so familiar with it that by the time we've set up the platforms in the middle of the classroom for roll call each month, they automatically begin to prepare and go to their spots for this activity. They really enjoy it, and we love seeing them succeed like this. Next up is Banana. Banana is one of our most exuberant students. He has a very joyful attitude, always puts a smile on our faces. He is smart as can be, and despite a very active play style, is very good at focusing. You would never, watching his skills today, you would never know that was the same dog playing in group play. He is so active during group play. He's good at redirecting himself and remaining attentive to the lesson at hand. Using his mind regularly at school for games and lessons is hugely satisfying to him. You can tell just how much he loves the enrichment and learning environment.
Yes. Hoop. Yes. Hoop. Yes. Good job. Hoop. Yes. Good boy. Hoop. Yes. Good job. Hoop. Yes. Good boy. Hoop. Yes. Good job. Hoop. Yes. Down. Sit. Down. Sit. Down. Sit.
That last trick is a trick called puppy push-ups. As you can see, dogs go from sit to down, sit to down, sit to down, mimicking a push-up movement. We love practicing this at school, sometimes with 2 dogs at once as a little pair. And Banana, as you can see, is particularly talented with this. Next up is Sapphire. Sapphire is our little cheerleader who we call everybody's best friend. She is our little ambassador dog. Sapphire gets along with literally everyone, canine and human alike. She actually has a calming effect on dogs who are new to the program, so we also often enlist her aid to welcome new pups to school when they enter her classroom. When she started in the program, she struggled with focus and attention for a long time. That was her goal. She struggled with recall. It was very hard. She was so excited by the environment. It was hard for her to settle in and learn. But once she became familiar with that environment and the group learning dynamic, she came to life. She is one of the smartest in her class now, succeeds in anything we teach her, is extremely focused now on her teacher, as you will see in her tricks, and very, very smart. Without further ado, here is our little ambassador, Sapphire.
Leave it alone. Yes! Good girl! Sapphire! Sapphire! Leave it alone. Yes! Good girl! Leave it alone. Yes! Good girl! Sapphire! Sapphire! Yes! Good girl! Sapphire! 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 Yes! Good girl! Sapphire! 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 Girl! Sapphire! Yeah! Good girl! Oh my God, best girl.
Such a sweet dog. We often say to our amongst ourselves and our staff meetings that we should hire her to work for us because she has such a great presence in the classroom and just has made monumental progress in her classroom work. Unbelievable in 1 year. Next, we have Rylo. Rylo is the classroom charmer. His exuberance is unmatched, and he is just as smart as he is active, which is very. He adores agility related activities. He loves anything active. But the great thing about Rylo that is as active as he is very good at stopping his activity and focusing on his teacher, which is a great skill for an active dog. He has an uncontrollable urge to bounce, so he's very good at puppy push ups, as you will see. And we can't imagine our classroom dynamic without him.
Catch. Yay! Ready? Catch. Yay! You sit. You catch. Yes! Good job! You sit. Last one. Ready? Catch. Good job. Good boy. Yay. Sit. Down. Sit. 2. Down. Sit. 3. Down. Sit. 4. Down. Sit. 5. Can we go for 6? Down. Up. 6. Down. Up. 7. Down. Up. 8. Down. Up. 9. Down. Up. 10. Good job. Good boy. Good push-ups. Okay, touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Touch. Touch. Yes, good boy. We got there. We got there. Rylo. Rylo, touch. Yes. Good boy. And Rylo. Rylo. Touch. Yes. Good boy.
You would never know how active Rylo is in the classroom from watching his focus and attention on Hannah in those videos. Very impressive, Rylo. Next, we have Cuddles. Cuddles is just as sweet as his name sounds. He is everyone's favorite cuddler, the sweetest, most mellow classroom companion. While he does have a very mellow, mild, and gentle temperament, he is very smart. And it's very clear to see his enjoyment, his sheer enjoyment of our work with him at school. It's a sweet, mellow focus to work with, very patient dog, and very joyful too in his own special way. His general confidence is something we worked on for quite a while when he first entered the program, getting familiar with things like tunnels and hoops and new objects. He's grown so much. He is a top star student with difficult exercises like object discrimination, and we're very proud of Cuddles. I also should note that recall was a goal of Cuddles for a long time, I think about a month. He really came a long way with that. As you can see, that's a big step for him, especially in a busy classroom. It's important to be able to call the dogs that you're working with to you. And he has definitely aced that goal and moved on to better and bigger goals. Next, we have Pamela. Pamela is our most wiggly and most kissy and kind hearted student. Yes, kissy. She loves to kiss other dogs, kiss her teachers. She is so enthusiastic, so wiggly, and so happy in the classroom. For a long time, however, this enthusiasm made attention and patience very hard for her. Patience has been a huge struggle for Pamela due to her high exuberance and affection for everything moving. But she's worked with Jared for a long time now, come so far. One of the beautiful things about our program is that we meet every dog where they are. We don't impose the standards from this dog to your dog. We begin where your dog already is. And with Pamela, we had to begin with just getting her to sit first, then just getting her to look at her teacher second, then being able to do that for 1 or 2 or 3 seconds. That was a big, big step for her. And she was loved working with Jared on this. As kind of a built-in reward, she adores agility courses and obstacle courses. So that also has been a big part of her training, is rewarding her with that.
Wait. Okay. Sit. Yes, good girl, Pamela. Who's a good girl? Who's a... Okay. Whoop. Spin. Sit. Yes, good girl, Pamela. Good job.
Huge for Pamela to be able to do that. And she's just fallen in love with her teacher, Jared. I love watching the relationship between dog and teacher develop as they work with each other. Next, we have one of our minis, Rosie. Rosie attends our mini dog Montessori school program at Columbia Heights. One of a recurrent theme with our mini dogs we've noticed is confidence with new objects or novel objects or unfamiliar larger objects. She has grown so much in general confidence since entering the mini dog program. I remember being her teacher initially and working with her with our low raised platforms. The first goal was just to get her to approach it. The second was to get her to put her first paw on it. We worked on that for several weeks just to get her paws up on the platform. And then the moment came when she first got on that first platform. But it was when I introduced the second platform when I discovered something Rosie really loves, which is leaping. It's so wonderful that dogs have something like our program to go and be exposed to things they may never be exposed to otherwise, because they can discover things that they love that they didn't know they loved. Rosie is now our little leaper. She adores to leap, especially on the platforms that she once was afraid of. So that is her huge skill today. We could watch her leap all day, and we hope you enjoy it too.
And yes, yes. And down. Good girl, Rosie. Ready, Rosie? Let's go. Yes, yes. Whoop. Yes, yes. Come here. Come on.
We all as a team could watch her do that all day. Such a breakthrough for her, and she's so happy when she does it, as you can see. Next, we have a very special dog, Wheeler. Wheeler has been with us for a long time. Wheeler is a rescue, much beloved by her parents, much beloved by the Patrick's Pet Care team. Wheeler has had some pretty significant goals in the program. It began by just being comfortable being around in the social setting, knowing how to be social, knowing how to play, knowing how to respond appropriately to the presence of other dogs in an active setting like a classroom. Her confidence is something we've worked on for months. It is a huge breakthrough for Wheeler now today to be successful in the classroom all day long. In the beginning, we only had her in there for little bits of time and we would always give her lots of breaks. Today, she's successful for the whole day. And one of the big things that we discovered that helped her settle and feel confident was treat catching. So for Wheeler, catching treats in the classroom is her big skill. It's something she has a very strong positive association in her mind with, and that is her trick today.
Yeah, good job. Yay! Wait. Yeah, good job. Sit. Wait. Good job. I know that one's split in two. Good job. Wait. Yay! Good job, Papa. Sit. Wait. Yay! Good job.
Wheeler is another example of meeting the dog where they are and setting goals that are manageable for them. And we just have so much love and pride for Wheeler for how far she's come. She is definitely loved in her classroom. Next, we have Dino. Dino is our resident sweetheart. He is hugely motivated by physical affection and people. He is also one of the best playmates in his small play group. He has a lot of exuberance, but also knows how to take breaks when he needs breaks. He always comes back to his teacher for more of that physical affection. He loves playing with toys as a part of the group. We often incorporate toys in group play, such as fetch or tug. We have a tug center in his classroom. And one of his great skills was to learn to continue to go to his teacher when toys are around. So the distraction walk is a big skill for him. Um, We've done a lot also to build up his confidence with our quiet periods during the day, and we're very proud of Dino for all of his great work. He's been a big breakthrough, and had a lot of big breakthroughs in the classroom. Yes. 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 Sit. Yes. Sit. Yes. 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 Dino is a dog that I originally taught when I was a teacher. I remember him way back from his behavior assessment. And it's one of my favorite parts of the job is going back with a dog like that. Next, we have Pinto. Pinto is our endlessly energetic pup who showed extreme confidence and delight in props from the get go since he started it in the Montessori program. He has top confidence with objects like the long tunnel. A lot of times, even very confident dogs show a little bit of shyness with this kind of prop initially, but Pinto gravitated towards them from the beginning. He can always be found in the heart of the group play, playing his heart out, and he just adores his teachers, Hannah and Jared.
Okay, ready? Pinto. Yay! Go, Pinto. Yay! Yes, Good job. Yay. Yeah.
It's great for dogs to have this kind of focused physical activities that are physical, but also focus on something specific to focus their mind on. And for Pinto, especially, the use of props has been a big part of his enrichment at school. Next, we have Sadie. Sadie is one of our sweetest. She is a dog who has come a long way with her confidence since starting school. She's in our small dog class. In the beginning, for the first several months of her participation in school, she was a quiet observer. She really was only ready to kind of observe what was going on from the outskirts. You could see the tail wagging. She was excited and interested, but needed that space and time to observe and grow in general confidence. Gradually, through the confidence building work that we did with her teachers, she grew so much that she fell in love with things that she once was a little bit hesitant with, especially props. This was again a recurrent theme with some of our very small dogs was confidence using and interacting with with props. We are so proud of Sadie, as you will see in her skills. She has mastered many props, not just one, and we hope you enjoy her wonderful work and growth in confidence.
Yes. Good girl. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. See. Go. Yes.
Sadie is a fantastic example of what I said earlier, dogs discovering things that they loved that they would never have known that they loved without this program. It just brings us so much joy. And I just a little inside tip for you. We all love watching our dogs report cards just as much as you do and seeing their growth in the program. Next, we have a very special dog, Leedles. Leedles is our senior dog at the Brookland Montessori School program. She's 11 years old, one of the most sweet dogs you'll meet in a lifetime. She adores human attention. She can be found throughout the day with a very content look on her face, receiving countless head pets and scratches. She just loves that. She has the most happy face of anything I've seen, getting those head scratches. She is very shy of things that she's not familiar with. And so her main overarching theme for her work at school has been confidence with new things, new people, new sounds, group work, becoming social, even at an older age. She adores her teachers. Second to human attention, she loves peanut butter Kongs. So one of her big tricks was learning to avoid all the peanut butter Kongs and choosing the human instead of the Kongs, lining her very special, unique distraction walk, as you will see. And for her, just to participate in approaching objects was a big step for her. She may not love leaping across the room like Sadie and Rosie did, but the ability to approach an object, mount it, um, be calm and relaxed on it. That was a huge breakthrough for her and something that Melissa was very, very proud of achieving with her.
You want to try this again? Want to try this again? Yeah? Good girl. So brave. So brave. Good job. That was faster this time. Can you sit? Yes. Good job. Okay, ready? Ready? Now come up. Good job. Leedles, sit. Yes, good job. Yay, you're so brave. Leedles, come. Right over. Leedles, yay, good job. Good girl.
Seeing that kind of breakthrough is something that just warms all of our hearts so much as a team. We are here rooting all of our dogs on, and Leedles, especially for an older dog, has come so far in the program and adores her teachers. Next, we have Jiffy. Jiffy is a dog who will immediately put a smile on your face. We like to say there is never a bad day for Jiffy. He is just so motivated. He has so much joy. He takes delight in everything. I don't think I've ever met a dog who takes delight in literally everything in the world. We always like to say that he is the solution to world problems because if you're having a hard day, you just take one look at Jiffy and immediately you will feel better. He's very, very exuberant. His exuberance and his zoomies keep us laughing throughout the day. His very favorite thing in the entire world are doing the hurdles with Jared. He loves the hurdles so much that even if they're not a part of the daily curriculum that day, he will find a way to go over to them and convince his teacher to do the hurdles with them. And we sometimes keep the classroom open a little bit later in the day if he's there to allow him to run around and leap all around the room on the platforms. He's also a particularly good dancer, specifically at spinning and twirling.
Jiffy, come here. Ready? Ready? Let's go. This way. This way. One more time. And sit. Okay, let's go. Yeah, here we go. Ready?
Such a happy dog, and his focus and attention has come long way as well working with his teachers. Last on our list for tonight, and we are so glad that you joined us for all of this celebration and wonderful skills, is Winnie. Winnie holds a very special spot in all of our hearts. She is fairly new to the program, less than a year, and in that 1 year, she has come so far, met so many road marks along the way. When she first entered the program, she was so excited by the presence of other dogs. She adores playing. Playing is at the heart of who Winnie is. That she struggled to pay attention when her name was called. She struggled to pay attention to lessons and games. But gradually, as we really enforced, number one, name recall, focusing on her teacher, she discovered that she loves all the activities going on at school just as much as playing with her friends. For Winnie, one of her big breakthroughs was also learning to play Find It and continuing with the game until she found all the treats instead of just giving up at the first one. Finding all 3 hidden cups in the room was a big deal for her. She also holds the world record as greatest Bassett high jump in her classroom and at the Brookland facility, as you will see.
Winnie. Winnie. Yes. Good girl, Winnie.
Winnie. Yes. Good job.
Winnie, Winnie, Winnie. Winnie. Yes. Good girl.
Winnie. Yes. Good girl.
Winnie. Yay. Good job.
Winnie. Yes.
Winnie. Yes. Good girl.
Winnie, Winnie, Winnie. Yes. Good girl. Oh, there's lots of treats on the ground. Good girl.
Winnie. Yes. Good job.
Winnie. Yay. Come on, Winnie. Yay. Good job. Come on, Winnie. Yes. Yay. Good job, Winnie. Come on, Winnie. Go find it. Look. Yay. Good job. Good girl, Winnie. 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 Yay. And Winnie. Winnie. Winnie.
That was a big deal for Winnie finding the cups, but most of all, the high jump, especially for a basset who is low to the ground. The way Winnie is able to leap over that bar is something that we can't get enough of. We hope you enjoyed tonight. We had a blast preparing. Our dogs had a blast. That's the great thing about training and learning at Patrick's Pet Care is it's always going to be fun and rewarding for the dogs. They're always going to enjoy it. We can guarantee that. This concludes our first ever dog talent show. We're very proud of the hard work our dogs and teachers did to prepare for this. We want to thank our participating parents for making the extra trip to our Saturday rehearsal. That was really important. Thank you so much for showing up. To Megan Flynn for all her video editing and tech work. To Patrick for all the support, and most of all to our teachers who have been preparing for this. Looking ahead, we have a lot of exciting things in the future for the Montessori program, including a full academic calendar to be fully released in the fall. This will provide even more interactive events, such as a parent show and tell, a cognition week, a winter talent show. Please do enroll now in the Winter Talent Show if you'd like your dog to participate. I know there are a lot of dogs who did want to participate that didn't sign up in time. Also, we do ask that your dog attend regularly for the 3 months prior to the next show in order to participate in the winter show. This will be a biannual event. It will happen 2 years in the program going forward. So you're not going to miss out. If you missed out this one, there will be a next one. And most of all, I want to thank our teachers who put in a lot of hard work with our dogs day in and day out. Hannah, Jared, Emily, Melissa, especially, who participated in this show. You are welcome to tip your dog's teacher or any teacher that you enjoyed watching tonight via our Venmo on it's Patrick's Pet Care on Venmo. Just leave a tip with the teacher's name that you'd like the tip to go to, and that will get to them. Thank you so much for participating and for supporting this celebration. We look forward to our next biannual show in December.